Have you ever woken up with your mind shrouded in fog, your phone flashing with notifications, emails piling up, and your desk cluttered with tasks for later? We call it mourning, but it feels more like weaving through a noisy marketplace. In an era that glorifies more is better, quiet has become a luxury. What if there were a distinctly Japanese way to clear the clutter and open a spacious sky in your mind without forcing yourself to push harder, just through small, thoughtful changes? Would you want to try it? The Japanese believe simplicity isn't emptiness, it's purposeful fullness. Danshari teaches you to say no to what's excessive, let go of what doesn't fit, and cut the invisible threads holding you back. The see it, touch it rule places every item where it belongs, so your brain stops playing the role of an exhausted secretary. Kanso keeps only what matters: the bowl you cherish, the notebook you use, letting every corner of your space breathe with calm. And by streamlining the digital noise, you reclaim moments of silence where true clarity can bloom. Right now, you won't hear a rallying cry to throw it all away. Instead, you'll get 4 simple steps, infused with Japanese wisdom, to make your home lighter, your schedule leaner, and your mind as clear as a mirror after rain. Watch this video to the end, because I've got a one-day challenge waiting for you, just enough to let you feel that first sense of lightness. Let's begin. 1. Applying Danshari to declutter. Some mornings, you open your eyes, your mind still cloaked in fog, your desk speckled with things for later, and a nameless restlessness stirs in your chest. You think it's just cluttered belongings, but it turns out it's cluttered energy too. In Japan, there's a path both serene and decisive: Danshari. Hideko Yamashita named it in 2009, and since then, the 3 syllables Dan, Sha, Ri have become like a small compass in your pocket. Say no to what's unneeded, let go of what's outdated, and detach from the invisible ties binding you. Not to leave things bare, but to create a breathing space where what remains speaks its true value. Less but right, less to be enough. Every item claims a piece of your mind. The shirt unworn for 3 years sparks guilt each time your eyes graze it. The old blender waits for cleaning, then is forgotten. The stack of papers on your desk forces your eyes to filter thousands of signals. That noise muddies the waters within, pulling you into decision fatigue, quickening your heart, shallowing your breath. Drawing from yoga, Yamashita sees clutter as a blocked energy channel. When the flow is stuck, the mind struggles to find peace. Psychological observations echo this. Reducing visual noise sharpens focus, as if your brain is no longer tugged in multiple directions. When you declutter, it's not just the room that lightens. Your mind lightens, your heart lightens, your sleep at night lies as calm as a still lake. Have you ever lain down in a clear room and felt your mind breathe deeper on its own? It's very real, very close. Starting Danshari doesn't require grand declarations. Just one small corner is enough to feel a shift. A single drawer, a tabletop. Place your hand on each item and quietly ask, does it serve me now? That's the first door to refusing what doesn't belong in your life today. When the answer is no, move to Sha, let it go with gratitude. Donate the shirt that's seen 4 seasons untouched. Recycle the outdated gadget. Return to the cycle what you no longer use. Then comes re-detaching from old emotional ties. A gift from the past doesn't have to play a role in the present. The test is simple. Touch the item and ask, does it still spark joy in me now? Not, what if I need it someday? That's the voice of scarcity, but does it make today better? Clear, light, done. Small questions open big doors. If you could keep only 10 things, what would they be? Imagining this reveals your unique hierarchy of value, maybe a family photo over trendy decor, or the water bottle that reminds you to drink enough each day over a glass pretty to look at. When you know what's essential, impulsive buying naturally fades. And here's a question that hits the heart. Is it more important to hold on to just in case, or to nurture daily joy? Choosing everyday joy is choosing to trust in abundance. When the time comes, you'll find a solution not from a pile of stuff, but from your own clarity. Then try a gentle habit for a week. 1 in, 1 out. Buy a new sweater. Let go of one that no longer walks with you. The flow keeps rhythm. Your space doesn't revert to chaos, and you relearn mindful consumption, step by step. The real-world impact is tangible. A woman in Tokyo started with her wardrobe. She let go of half, keeping only what had a reason to stay. By day 3, she said she felt light. Mornings no longer stalled in front of the mirror. Every glance found clarity. Decisions came faster, her heart unburdened by regret. Studies on living environments confirm this. Less visual noise means less decision fatigue. Energy is freed for what truly matters. In truth, when you declutter, you're rewiring a calmer nervous system. A tidy room slows the heart. A slow heart clears the mind. The long-term benefits come like groundwater. Each time you say no to something excess, you say yes to clarity. Each time you release an item that's fulfilled its purpose, you practice the Japanese art of clean endings, knowing how to begin, how to end, how to leave space. Each time you untie an emotional knot from a keepsake, you give yourself freedom. Fewer attachments, more presence. Less owning, more savoring. Some call it minimalism. I call it compassion for yourself. Try it today, gently. One small drawer, one clear question, one decisive choice. Then open a window and let the space invite the breeze. Danshari isn't a one-time task. It's a rhythm of living. Refuse, release, detach to see, to choose, to live. Less to see to choose to live. If this resonates with you, stick around to the end of the video for a small challenge to feel that first touch of lightness this week. 2. Organized living. See it, touch it. Do you remember the last time you stood at the door, unsure where your keys were? Your heart skips a beat, your meeting schedule suddenly feels like a threat, all because one tiny item is out of place. In that moment, you don't just lose time, you lose calm. In Japan, there's a principle as simple as a short phrase. See it, touch it. See it to reach it to use it. Use it, then return it to where you saw it. The 5S spirit Seri, Saiton, Seiso, Saiketsu, Shitsuke, born in Toyota's workshops, has woven itself into kitchens and desks, a gentle yet disciplined way of living. When everything has its place, your mind finds its place too. Start small, like with a single desk. Seri sorting isn't a battle, it's an honest conversation. The printout from 3 months ago, the pen that's run dry, the note that served its purpose, they quietly exit the frame of now. With the noise of the past softened, Saiton organizing shines. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Keys on a hook by the door, earphones in a tray to the right of the monitor, charger in the top drawer, cables gathered in a labeled box. Your eyes see it, your hand reaches it, your brain doesn't have to hunt. Less searching, more doing. Less distraction, more presence. Seiso cleaning is a 5-minute ritual to close the day. Dust off the surface, wipe the desk, return things to their spots. Small, but enough for your body to hear the signal. Everything is okay. Saiketsu standardizing keeps that calm from depending on mood. Labels on boxes, trays for to process and processed. Simple rules like daily essentials, always within right-hand reach, or work in progress in the top tray. Clear rules mean your brain doesn't have to invent new ones daily. And Shitsuke discipline is a gentle, steady habit. Put in, take out, put back. No harshness, no perfectionism. Just repetition, steady as breath. Think about it. How many minutes do you lose each week searching for something everyone knows where it is? Each search, how much does that small irritation pull you from what truly matters? If every item had an address, if your hand could find what you need in one motion, how much mental energy would you reclaim for creativity, tough decisions, or a deep conversation? Place a labeled box for notebooks, pens, chargers. Try it for a week. You'll hear the noise in your head dial down, like a volume knob turned just right. In the kitchen, see it, touch it, flows even smoother. Spices in clear jars, labels facing the same way, knives and ladles hung within easy reach, cutting board by the sink, pots and pans docked in their spots. A friend in Tokyo shared that after applying 5S to her kitchen, she stopped cooking to get it done. She started cooking to live. Water boils, hand reaches. Breath stays even. Meals don't just come together faster, they arrive with a different mindset. Calm, grounded. When work demands constant task switching, order is a kindness to your future self. Files in progress in the left tray, completed in the right, pending approvals in a single folder, backup batteries in a batteries box, cables no longer a morning tangle. The question shifts from where is it to what's next. The goal isn't to do a lot in one day, but to do enough each day. A 5-minute end-of-day ritual, a hook for the keys, a small label on a box. Discipline isn't harsh. Discipline is gentle. Fewer motions, more calm. Less searching, more living. Write a favorite phrase on a small piece of paper. Place it on your desk's corner. A reminder that tidiness isn't about proving anything to anyone, it's a gift to yourself. Then you'll see it, touch it. Doesn't just organize objects, it organizes your heartbeat. When your eyes aren't pulled by 100 scattered signals, your mind stops draining on trivial decisions. You'll be lighter in the choices that matter, slower in the moments worth savoring. See to reach, reach to do to release. Order outside, stillness inside. Tidy one corner of the desk, calm one corner of the heart. And tomorrow morning your day begins not with "where is it?" but with a smile. Everything is exactly where it belongs. 3. Practicing cano, keep only what's meaningful. Have you ever walked into your living room and felt like you were passing through a museum of things, past a vase from a birthday 3 years ago, a statue that doesn't fit the corner but you're reluctant to discard, an empty frame waiting for a photo never printed? Your gaze sweeps over them, and your heart grows quietly heavy. Not loud, but draining. Cano simplicity steps into that moment like a gentle invitation. Let what's essential stand forward. Let what's excess fade back. Rooted in Zen, cano is about stripping away to illuminate the core. When you keep only what truly serves a function or holds real meaning, intentional space emerges. This space isn't lack, it's where the mind breathes. Living among too many things, just there, you don't just lose shelf space, you lose space in your heart. Each unused item is like a browser tab silently left open, draining a bit of attention, a bit of energy, a bit of freedom. When the space is simplified, the layer of excess signals vanishes, tension eases, and the mind returns to clarity. You touch something deeply Japanese. Peace doesn't come from adding, peace comes from subtracting wisely. Less to see clearly, clear to find calm. Picture a quiet afternoon, walking slowly through your room, not judging, just naming. This is inventory in the spirit of cano. List 10 items you haven't touched in ages. Naming them begins to set them free. Then hold each one to 2 questions, sharp as a single brushstroke. Does it serve a purpose today? Does it spark joy now? If both answers are no, let the item complete its cycle, gift it, recycle it, or release it. As a few things leave, you'll notice something curious. The space doesn't feel empty, as fear might suggest, but resonant, like a glass holding just enough water. Empty to breathe, breathe to shine. Cano doesn't demand a stark white room or expensive furniture. A living room might need only a cozy sofa, a growing plant, and a painting you truly love. Things don't need to be many, they need a reason to stay. The spirit of the tea ceremony holds little but enough to be fully present. A mat, a cup, a warmth. Such a room doesn't flaunt the story of objects. It tells your story clear, honest, undistracted. When your identity isn't buried, your attention returns where it belongs. To the work at hand, the person across from you, the rhythm of your own breath. Start with your desk. Place your laptop, a notebook, a pen, let the rest elsewhere. When the desk falls silent, thoughts flow in a stream. Your eyes no longer snag on peripheral signals. The state of flow arrives faster, deeper. Productivity rises not from doing more, but from being pulled off course less. Less friction, clearer ideas. In the bedroom, cano is a quiet healing. A bed, a warm lamp, a beloved book that's enough to build a kind ritual of rest. With fewer items, the go-to-sleep signal to your brain is clear. Petty restlessness finds no hook to hang on. You wake not in a room that demands, but in one that rests. The true value of cano lies not in how much you let go, but in how much you keep just right. Keep a photo because it reminds you to be grateful. A mug because it nudges you to drink water on time. A plant because it teaches patience. Each item that stays is a reminder, not a chain. When you inventory regularly every quarter, or when your heart feels heavy, you're training a refined muscle, the muscle of discernment. Discernment, not rejection of life. Discernment to live deeply. One day, you'll realize cano doesn't just change the room, it changes how you show up. Less scattered, more lucid. Less display, more truth. Keep less to keep yourself. Try it today. Walk a loop. Name 10 untouched items. Ask 2 questions. Decide once. Open a window. Let the space step in. You'll see a light hard to name, the light of honored emptiness. And in that light, your mind finds what it always seeks. the warm clarity of a day lived fully. 4. Reducing digital noise with a digital detox. Have you ever felt the phantom buzz of Ma in your pocket, even when your phone is silent? Your hand instinctively reaches. Your eyes dart across a vibrant cluster of icons like a night market. Your heart quickens slightly, afraid of missing out. Each tap lasts only seconds, but it slices your attention into fragmented threads. We call it connection, yet sometimes it feels like being stretched thin. In the Japanese spirit, there's a quiet path. Digital kanso. Still, kanso simplifying to let the core shine, but applied to the digital world, where signals dance and stillness, seijaku, becomes as precious as cool water on a summer noon. It's not about rejecting technology. It's about using it like a tea ceremony, at the right moment, in the right measure, with the right heart. Less to see clearly, clear to find calm. Be honest with a small question. How many times a day do you touch your phone because you truly need to? And how many because of a vague emptiness? FOMO isn't loud, it whispers, "What if something's new?" And so you open it. Another notification, another scroll, another stitch in the fabric of your mind, sewing disjointed fragments. Each interruption forces your brain to pause before finding its track again, not long, but enough to erode deep thinking. Digital kanso steps in here with a simple principle: reduce signals, nurture space, so thoughts can breathe. Fewer pings, more peace. Start slow and clear, like a Japanese cook arranging a kitchen corner. First, face your habits head on. For one day, just note how often you unlock your phone, no judgment. Know the rhythm to adjust the rhythm. Then set soft boundaries. Check your inbox twice, morning and afternoon. Carve out a 90-minute no notifications window for deep work. Take 30 minutes offline before bed. Read a few pages. Talk with a loved one. Brew a cup of tea. Next, tame your interface like tending a garden. Bring essential apps to the home screen. Move noisy ones out of sight. Turn off red badges for non-urgent apps. Switch your screen to grayscale to calm the visual itch. When saturated colors retreat, the urge to scroll mindlessly steps back too. Turn off to see to choose. Listen to a few whispering questions. How many of your phone touches are for tasks, and how many for emptiness? If you gave yourself 2 hours without notifications, what unfinished work might find completion? When was the last time you sat still for 10 minutes, no pings, and what emerged in that silence? I recall a friend in Tokyo, busy and skilled at enduring. She allowed only 3 apps to send notifications: calendar, family messages, and a breathing reminder. Everything else waited for her to choose. At night, her phone rested in a fixed dock, face down, like a Japanese ritual of returning things to their place. The first night felt strange. The third brought calm. By the second week, deep sleep returned not from doing less, but from being stretched less. One evening offline, she handwrote a list of ideas that bubbled up like tea foam. "Turns out my brain still knows how to work," she laughed. "It just needed quiet. It just needed ma." Maintaining digital kanso isn't about straining for control. It's gentle discipline. Schedule offline islands like you schedule breathing. 2 notification, free afternoons, a social media-free weekend morning, a silent dinner hour to hear the spoon touch the bowl. The story touched the heart. Each night, a short ritual. Clear your inbox to done or for tomorrow. Set your phone to silent. Close the day like folding a book. Not perfect, just steady. Less scrolling, more living. Then you'll see. Digital kanso doesn't take away what matters. It restores your ability to be fully present in a moment. When pings fade, memory deepens. When screens dim, emotions soften from glare to warmth. When space is honored, ideas find their way. Try it tonight. Turn off notifications for 2 hours. Place your phone in its dock. Sip a cup of tea. Breathe slowly. Stillness isn't empty. It's where you step forward clear, whole, gentle like a Japanese adage. Fewer signals, more heart. If you've made it this far, there's likely been a small but real shift. The noise has stepped back, and you've stepped closer to yourself. Danshari gives us the courage to say, no, 5S, see it, touch it, puts things in their place so the mind finds its place. Kanso keeps what matters to let space breathe. Digital kanso reminds us to turn off signals, to turn on presence. 4 simple changes, repeated daily, weave into a life that's clear and warm. Order outside, stillness inside. Don't wait for the perfect day. Start with 1 drawer, 1 key hook, 1 calm desk, one 30-minute offline evening. Small, steady, real enough to shift the tone of your life. If this video resonates with you, please leave a like. Want to continue this Japanese-inspired minimalist journey with me? Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next episode where we'll practice arranging a breathing living room with Kanso and create a 5-minute end-of-day ritual. Before you go, share in the comments one thing you'll do today. Clear a drawer, reset your desk, or turn off notifications for 120 minutes. Write it down to turn choice into commitment. Less to see to choose to live. See you in the next episode.